listen, Eliza.
She's engaged.
Miss Doolittle. Oh, why can't you do it like this?
He's here again.
Oh, throw him out, throw him out. Come on now, both together. 1, 2, 3. That's better. Hmm? Now listen carefully, Eliza. How kind of you to let me come. Now listen. Say it.
How kind of you to let me come.
Listen again.
How kind of you to let me come.
Oh, it's Mr.
I know. He's here again. No good, sir.
May I have the pleasure, Miss Doolittle? Get up, girl, get up. Yes, I'll be delighted.
I'll be delighted.
All right, come on then. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. See, no sense of timing at all. You see, now watch me with Pickering. Come on, Pickering. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You see what I mean? Now, once again.
Silent drinking is one of the hallmarks of a lady.
Now, wake up, Eliza. How do you address an ambassador?
Your Excellency.
Right. Now imagine yourself standing before an archbishop. How would you address him?
Your Holiness.
No, 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 an archbishop, not the Pope.
Your Worship.
No.
Your Majesty.
Right. Now then, an ambassador,
Your Excellency.
an archbishop,
Your Grace.
the Queen,
Your Majesty.
an archduke. Oh.
It's 3 o'clock, Mr. Higgins.
Is that all? Now then, Eliza, we'll start all over again from the beginning. An ambassador,
Your Excellency.
an archbishop,
Your Grace.
the Queen,
Your Majesty.
an archduke,
I don't know.
a cardinal.
Your Reverence.
Come on,
I
Eliza.
don't know.
It's 4:30, Mr. Higgins.
We will now start the whole thing over from the beginning.
Oh, I can't.
Look here, if I can do it with a splitting headache, you can do it.
No, but I've got a headache. I can't.
Here, well, take this then. Now then, an ambassador.
Oh, His Excellency.
Come, Higgins, be reasonable. I'm always reasonable. Now then, Pickering, the time has come. Send for dressmakers, hairdressers, makeup artists, manicurists, and all the rest of the parasites.
Did you ever see the like?
Ah, I have it. Camellia, camellia, camellia. There. You think?
No.
A little spray of flowers.
No, no.
More mud there. Aren't you ready yet? Almost. Nervous?
Yes, hey, aren't you?
No, not a bit of it. Not a bit of it.
Maestro! Maestro! You remember me?
No, I don't. Where have we met?
But I'm your pupil, your first pupil, your best and greatest pupil. I've made your name famous throughout Europe. You teach me phonetics, you cannot forget me. I am little Aristide Carpati.
What, are you Aristide? Why the devil don't you cut your hair?
Oh, if I cut my hair, nobody notices me. I have not your imposing appearance, your chin, your brow.
Well, tell me, what are you doing here among all these swells?
I am indispensable at these international parties. You can place a man anywhere in London the moment he opens his mouth. I can place a man anywhere in Europe.
Excuse me, sir. I want it upstairs.
Her Excellency cannot understand the Greek gentleman. Oh, indeed. I'll come at once. This Greek diplomat who pretends he cannot speak or understand English. He cannot deceive me. À tout à l'heure, mon vieux.
Is that Carpathy fellow really an expert?
My best pupil. But heaven help the master who's judged by his disciples.
But if he meets you, Lassie, we're done. Don't let's bother about the bit. Let's go home.
Oh, rubbish, that idiot. Well, Eliza, now we're in for it. Are you ready? Come on, in.
Darling, delightful to see you here. I thought I was going to have to talk time.
That fellow found us about Eliza. He'll blackmail us.
Let him try.
Her Grace, the Duchess of Care. Admiral Sir Charles Brown Halby. Miss Elizabeth Doolittle, Colonel Pickering, Professor Higgins, Admiral Kung Wang, and Miss Su Ling Wang.
How do you do, Colonel Pickering?
How do you do? May I present Miss Elizabeth Doolittle?
How do you do? How kind of you to let me come. Oh, not at all.
The Mrs. Milker.
Good evening.
Oh, Professor, good evening. Who is the charming girl you brought? Is she a relation?
Not of mine, no.
She has such a faraway look, as if she always lived in a garden.
So she has. A sort of garden.
There is one thing I have observed about the English, Duchess, and that
Yes,
is...
I adore observing the English. Let's go and observe them now. Come along, George. Oh, dear. Such a bore about the English. And quite wrong, like every ambassador. Oh, look, there's dear old Lily Fantail with a whole of Kew Gardens on her head.
You have a rival here tonight. He introduced himself as your pupil. Is he any good?
He can learn a language in a fortnight. Knows dozens of them. The sure mark of a fool.
Your Excellency is interested in Miss Doolittle?
Yes. Could you find out who she is?
Excellency.
Lord Wilsham and Lady Wilsham.
I feel rather like Noah standing on the bridge watching the loading of the ark. You know, two of everything.
Colonel Pickering...
Tell me more about your Greek gentleman friend, won't you?
A gentleman. He's the son of a Clerkenwell watchmaker. He speaks English so villainously that he dare not utter a word of it without betraying his origin. I help him to pretend, but I make him pay through the nose. I make them all pay. And now, Professor Higgins, I should be delighted if you would present me to this Miss Doolittle.
No, you don't. Can't you see she's talking to a duchess?
Professor Higgins,
The very man I've been dying to meet. I'm Isabella the Sun.
Fairfield of the Globe.
What extraordinary people seem to get in everywhere nowadays.
Extraordinary.
Colonel Pickering, unfortunately we were interrupted. Would you be so kind as to introduce me to Miss Doolittle?
Well,
You remember you so kindly addressed the Guild of the Navy Officers?
Excuse me, but I'm
No, this time
I
around.
won't tell you what they
Long time.
Enchanted.
I don't believe it's true.
Miss Doolittle has a delicious sense of humor.
One thing more, Professor, do tell me.
Miss Doolittle, I have found out all about her.
Well?
She's a...
Well, now, go on.
I say, Pickering, you know what's happened.